I've had a few questions about my flask holder on my bike and so I thought I'd do a separate video just explaining how it works and what it's comprised of. Okay, essentially what you've got is a strap here, metal strap with a spring running through the middle of it, and that grips the flask. They're both mounted on a rail underneath. The rail itself screws to the available threaded holes in your frame, which would normally accept a bottle cage, so it utilises the same mounting system. You see the two spacers. So I'll take the flask out and explain how it works. I've added these tabs of leather actually to help me grip this, but essentially you pull this down and you unclip it from the lug here, and then I hope this shows up. You've got a similar setup this side, and it actually unclips from there. So you're left with this open cradle. You do the same with the bottom. Pull it away, and now you've got your exposed flask, which you simply take off. Okay, so this is the exposed cradle that you get. This this bottom rail here is adjustable, so you can adjust this toe here that supports the base of the flask. You can adjust it for length, and you've got various positions here that you can slide this up and down. Same with these two. These two here can be slightly opened out or closed in to accommodate different diameters. So it's quite adjustable. It's all stainless steel, and your as I said, your flask simply sits into it like that. So obviously you want to adjust these to avoid anything that protrudes from the flask surface. Right, so if I'm trying to explain how this, so you hook on that side and then you go around and you hook it on that side with your bottle in, obviously, and it's the tension of the spring that keeps your flask secure. I've never had any problems at all with this. I've been over minor potholes, you know, it's not budged at all. So now, in order to adjust for a different diameter flask or bottle, doesn't have to be a flask, you simply screw this in this tab here will screw into this spring, so you can actually have the width of this whole strap can be considerably shorter or a little bit longer. Now my flask is a 0.47 litre Stanley flask, so I've adjusted this accordingly. Now the if I can focus on this piece of rubber which is over the spring is just to protect the paintwork on the flask, that's all. It doesn't come with it, so I've just added a couple of bits myself for the ease of use, really. What I tend to do is, even when I'm not using the bike, I keep the flask in here, because if you don't, you run the risk of the straps falling off. So when you've got if you've just got the strap on, not easy doing it one-handed, if you've simply got the bike like this with the straps on, there's nothing really to stop these from falling off. So I do keep the flask on it even when it's not in use. I'm not sure actually, I don't think these are meant to be kept on and you then slide the flask in. I think you do. The idea is that you do uncouple this before you drop the flask into the cradle, because these obviously would tend to move over if you're trying to push the flask down. And obviously, if you've got something like this with these protrusions on here, they're going to catch on it anyway. So it is really, it's not the kind of thing you could grab while you're on the go, if you were, as it were. But I think it's a fantastic idea. Very, very adjustable, and it fits in with the look of the bike perfectly, I think. So yeah, I'm very pleased with it. So this is available from bikebuddy.co.uk, and they do a couple of options, so head over to their website and see what's available.